So the coronavirus vaccine being developed by Oxford University has been halted temporarily following the discovery of certain side effects on test subjects. We have joining us here in Lagos, Mrs. Oluwatosin Ateologun. She's a clinical pharmacist to tell us more about this. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
I want to begin first with the Russian vaccine. You know, after Nigeria received the memoir, there's been a lot of talk about it. But first, the World Health Organization, have they accepted that the Russian vaccine is one that works for COVID-19?
Well, the WHO is concerned about the safety and efficacy because any vaccine, any COVID-19 vaccine that is brought up should be able to be safe and efficient. Fine, it's something the whole world is looking out for because of the global pandemic. But then, safety and efficacy cannot be undermined. It's very important.
We also understand that, you know, Nigeria is taking a closer look at, you know, some of the makeup of that vaccine.
Yeah.
But looking at what the University of Oxford has, you know, encountered at this point, is this normal, and does it set back our efforts to getting a vaccine before the end of the year?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a setback because it's normal. It happens with clinical trials. That's the reason why they are there, to actually ascertain how safe it would be in individuals. And at the stage which this particular trial is in, which is the phase 3, this covers a larger population across different countries, across different regions. And the fact that someone actually came down with an illness which they are still trying to identify also helps to put some drive into the other vaccine producing companies into looking also into their own biodata to also check if they've seen things like this or if anything like this has ever come up. During the period of the trials of the vaccine, sometime in April, there were also concerns that were raised concerning this Oxford vaccine with AstraZeneca. Complaints of headache, fever, muscle pain, but those ones were mild. This one actually required hospitalization of the patient, and that's why it's raising some concerns.
We also know that there are over 150 coronavirus vaccines being developed. We know South Africa started one. I think they called it, they're saying they would be in their phase 2 trial of that particular one, enrolling over 2,000 volunteers. What's the latest on that?
Well, they also are still going through the phases of the clinical trials. And I really must applaud what South Africa is doing because it helps to give an idea of how the vaccine will be accepted by the Black race as a whole, by Africa as a whole. We haven't really had any tests being done in Africa. So what South Africa is doing is actually applaudable, and I believe that as time goes on, hopefully before the end of the year, something good will come out of it.
All right. Optimism there, we share with you. Thank you so much, Mrs. Oluwatosin Ateologun,
Thank you for having me.
Pharmacist. Thank you
you
for coming on the program.